Welcome everyone to this most comprehensive and detailed engineering analysis of one of the most complex mechanical simulation games ever designed for mobile platforms, which is Offroad League Online. We're not talking here about just a traditional speed race or a regular driving game, but we're facing a software physics laboratory that primarily and intensively focused on dynamic terrain physics and how heavy machinery responds to friction and gravity factors over unstable surfaces such as viscous mud, sharp rocks, and moving sands. The game takes us to very harsh natural tracks, carefully designed, requiring the player to have a deep and comprehensive understanding of how internal combustion engines and continuous four-wheel drive systems work. In this giant video, we will dismantle all software systems that manage the physics engine and explain in tedious detail how independent multi-link suspension technologies were merged with instantaneous torque distribution mechanics to provide an intense technical experience that challenges and tests all central and graphic processing capabilities in modern flagship phones. Graphics engineering and soil simulation with physical deformation. From a purely technical and deep standpoint, Offroad League Online relies on a custom and highly evolved graphics engine, specifically optimized to provide real-time simulation of terrain surface deformation. The game uses a complex system of track tracking algorithms, with a car tire leave a real physical trace in depth that permanently changes the Earth topography during the race, which directly affects entry angles and the movement of competing cars following you in the track. The kinetic particle scattering system has been optimized to give a realistic and amazing feel of flying mud and dust particles and their viscosity difference based on area, humidity, increasing the visual and technical challenge. While driving, for us as engineers, we strictly notice that the game uses very efficient and high-performance rendering techniques, allowing for complex dynamic shadows under the car chassis that react instantaneously with the rise and fall of suspension arms, reflecting the quality of superior software optimization and the ability to manage graphic resources with unparalleled efficiency. Mechanical combat mechanics and torque matrix management. In Off-Road League, online driving is not just a process of pressing the accelerator pedal, but is a complex software simulation process entirely dependent on torque management and axial power distribution. Engines in this game do not rely on top speed numbers only, but possess a very precise torque and power curve affected by the gearbox type and the chosen gear ratios programmatically. This requires the player to practice engineering strategic thinking in choosing low-range gears to provide maximum possible torque to overcome giant rocks and avoid the wheel spin phenomenon that leads to energy waste and getting stuck in soft areas. This extreme depth in design adds a thick layer of engineering logic to the driving process, where you as a user must balance soil pressure with the torque output from the engine to ensure the highest possible kinetic efficiency against vertical harsh terrains possessing very sharp tilt angles, requiring extreme precision in manual and automated control. Vehicle architectural design and modular customization structure. This section represents the core and heart of engineering and technical creativity in this game. The car customization system in Off-Road League Online relies entirely on integrated modular units, where every mechanical piece you install in the car radically changes the center of gravity and directly affects the vehicle balance and stability over slopes. From a purely software perspective, the game relies on an instantaneous dynamic resource loading system, where all mechanical and weight changes are processed immediately to reflect on steering response and driving performance. You can develop advanced hydraulic suspension systems and increase tire diameter and width, making the process of vehicle management and preparation very similar to managing complex mechanical systems in major factories and real engineering workshops, requiring precise logistical planning to reach the best possible performance equation in the harshest and most difficult changing environmental conditions. Component engineering and technical equipment arsenal. All parts and components in Off-Road League Online possess a unique technical footprint, including various and multiple types of differentials and solid and independent axles. The most prominent technical feature of interest to professionals is the differential lock system, which can be activated manually to distribute mechanical power with absolute equality to all wheels to ensure stability programmatically. These advanced Capabilities rely on a mechanical stress meter affected by rising engine heat and instantaneous fuel consumption, the physical interaction between the tire tread type and the chosen air pressure inside the tires creates an incredible tactical depth, requiring the player to understand and absorb the mechanics of numbers and percentages behind every spare part to optimize overall performance in high-density rock obstacle areas, requiring the mapping of complex movement paths and very precise simulation of stability and traction coefficients. Acoustic engineering and shared interactive environment. As a tool for increasing the level of technical immersion, the game relies on a real engine sound recording system, where tones and frequencies change based on the mechanical effort exerted and engine revolutions per minute or RPM. The surround sound system is designed to be a 3D spatial audio, allowing the player to hear the finest details of metal friction on stones and the engine breathing sound in narrow corridors and heights. This high level of audio and graphic programming ensures an integrated sensory and engineering experience, especially in the online multiplayer mode, where cooperative driving and rescue skills appear to pull stuck cars using the mechanical winch, which works with a physical system entirely dependent on tension force laws and connection coefficients with fixed points in the surrounding environment, making every race and every trip a new engineering and software challenge. Testing player intelligence and innovative solution ability. Conclusion and final engineering and technical rating. In conclusion, and based on the above, Offroad League Online is considered a living and real testament to the massive and amazing evolution in the off-road and heavy machinery simulation game industry. It is a stunning and genius blend of mechanical engineering, deep physics mechanics, and superior software optimization that respects all hardware details. The game offers a rich and complex environment that challenges players to use their engineering minds and available technical tools to survive, thrive, and succeed in the heart of harsh and volatile nature. Thank you all for following this giant and very detailed explanation designed specifically for fans of fine technical and engineering details. Let me know in the comments which technical or mechanical feature impressed you the most in this amazing design, and do not forget to subscribe and activate notifications to keep up with the latest engineering reviews and analyses in the gaming world. See you in the next mechanical challenge, and always stay at the forefront of technology and innovation.